Welcome to commentary of Dartford versus Bath City here at Prince's Park. The Darts are looking to get back to winning ways after defeat at Chelmsford a week ago, but they've been in excellent form at Prince's Park and will be confident coming into this one. The Dartford team then, it is Archie Mayer in goal, Jordan Winter, Samir Carruthers, Connor Essam, Tom Bonner, Kieran Murtagh, Max Statham, Pierre Fonku, Charlie Sheringham, Sam Adaudu, and new signing Malachi Napper, who signed on loan from Wealdstone, makes his debut. On the bench, Christian Campbell, Luke Colson, Luke Allen, Alex Wall and David Radari. For Bath, Josh Gould starts in goal. It's Joe Rains, Dan Greenslade, Jordan Dyer, Kieran Parcell, Dan Hayfield, Tom Smith, Chris Lyons, Scott Wilson, James Morton and Callum Ebanks. On the bench, Jack Batten, Ben Ford, Ryan Clark, Luke Spokes and Rex Mannings. Eventually, Bath will send the throw down line. Statham up for the header. Will drop for Malachi Napper, who sees his first real touches now as he gives it to Fonku. Now Kieran Murtagh into Sheringham. Looked for Fonku, doesn't quite come for him. Will come for Napper on the right hand side. He gives it to Statham. Malachi Napper now once more. Whips a ball in. Decent ball across the near post. Sheringham was almost onto it. Taking a bit of time, the number 3, before eventually he does launch this throw down the line. Connor Essam gets up well for the header. Onto the chest is Sheringham, who can bring it down for Fonku. Tackle comes in, but it'll come for Winter, who looks to get away from his man, but in doing so he's gifted to another Bath City player. Good footing from Adaudu, and Winter getting back as well. It's still with the visitors now on the left hand side with Scott Wilson, who drives inside Jordan Winter, gets away from the number 2 and unleashes a shot which was speculative at best and fires over the Dartford goal and even over that stand in fact, and behind for a goal kick. About halfway into Bath territory, Sam Adaudu is going to launch a long one. Doesn't get far enough to cause any sort of danger. Rains header away will come to Statham before Bath pick it up and now look to counter. Crucial header from Winter to stop the number 17 from getting in down this near side. But Bath will get it back through Chris Lyons, who sprays the ball out to the left flank for James Morton. Looks to play a wonderful pass in the end, James Morton. It was a pretty brilliant ball on the outside of his boot. Throw in taken onto Morton. Sprays it across to Greenslade, whose touch gave Sheringham a sniff of picking it off before he's able to spin away and find a blue shirt. Nice ball in between the lines, but a good foot in from Winter. Adaudu loses out, and Smith now down the right hand side. His cross is a poor one, and Bonner can get a toe to it before clearing for Dartford. Now Lyons knocks it across to Kieran Parcell. Pressure from Fonku, and he's got a foot in there, Pierre Fonku. Finds Malachi Napper, whose advantage was played. He had a big tug of his shirt there, the number 16. It's been a stop-start, opening 31. Carruthers is going to take this free kick and send it into the penalty area. And it comes from Samir Carruthers. Sheringham's header is wide at the far post. Get up the pitch, cries Alan Dowson, and Archie Mayer is going to send this long. Allows his team to get out before rolling the ball out and launching a good kick up towards Sheringham. Bounces beyond him, almost for Malachi Napper. Then Sheringham can nod it onto Fonku, gives it back to Charlie Sheringham down the right hand side. He'll look to put a cross in, deflected off Greenslade and behind for Dartford's first corner of the afternoon. It's taken 51.5 minutes in the first half. Dartford have now got one in the second half. Carruthers will deliver this. It will be an away swinger off his right boot. And it comes, decent ball in from Carruthers. Header goalwards from Bonner. Didn't get a good enough contact on it in the end. He more flicked it on. Lyons will take this free kick then. Looks as though he's going to clip it long. In the end, he's going to rethink. And he'll send it diagonally right onto the toe of Joe Rains, who brings it down well, but then loses out to Samir Carruthers, who's now bombarding away on the left-hand side. Looks to bring it inside Rains, who got a foot to it. Carruthers will go back to Murtagh, who's got Statham in space to the right of him. In the end, he'll go back to Adaudu, fires it into Sheringham, who just about holds it up enough. Now Fonku. Nice footwork from Pierre Fonku. Murtagh really got in his way. Works its way to Winter and then shifts it across to Max Statham, who's got an opportunity to put a cross in. And it comes from Statham. It's deep towards Sheringham, whose header is good and in! Charlie Sheringham gives Dartford the lead. No, he doesn't. The referee's given a foul. I don't know what for, but the Dartford players can't believe it. It looked to be a really good header from Charlie Sheringham, who nodded it in at the back post. Bath who are coming forward here. They haven't really tested Archie Mayer at all, Bath. Look to do so now with Smith, who curls a ball in towards the back post. Good header away from Statham, then Malachi Napper flicks it on. Sheringham will get to it first. After look to spring a counter now, as Sheringham gives it to Napper once more. He's got Luke Allen inside him. Going to go alone for now. Loses out though Malachi Napper, and that's going to allow Bath to counter down the left-hand side through the number 17, Scott Wilson, who's got the run on Winter. Fires it into the feet of Lyons, then a shot will come in from Scott Wilson, which deflected awkwardly for Archie Mayer. Sheringham once again the target, flicks on, got a push in the back, looked to be a foul, not given by the referee. Malachi Napper will pick it up anyway, and Luke Allen will then sweep it across to Max Statham. He's quickly closed upon, knocks it into space for Luke Allen to run onto, just about stayed on his feet, Allen, before giving it back to Max Statham once more. Fires the ball into Fonku. Nice touch from Fonku to Malachi Napper, who can turn and shoot, and it's well saved by Josh Gould down low. Two back for Dartford, Winter and Adaudu, with the Bath forward Ebanks, who's remained up. Everyone else is back in and around that penalty area. It's Carruthers to deliver, and it comes, headed away by Lyons. Fonku then gets up for it before it's cleared away again. Winter brings it down, shifts it looking for Radari. Won't be able to get there, and now there's a counter on for Bath, who have got a big overload on this right-hand side. They've got a 3-on-2. It's with the number 8, who shifted across to the number 17, who's been down the right. Looks to play a ball in. It'll find Ebanks at the far post. Flags up. It was a decent finish from Ebanks, but he was quite evidently offside. And it comes again. This time it's deep. Essam gets the first contact down, ahead across the 6-yard box, drops for Luke Allen, who tees up Fonku on the edge, whose shot was never troubling Josh Gould. Scott Wilson, who goes back to a centre half under pressure from Essam, which has played into the channel now for Greenslade. Bath have got men up here. Long ball. Sam Adaudu's header will just drop for the number 8, who can poke it into the Partha Smith, who swipes a shot goalwards under a challenge from Tom Bonner. In the end, it trickles harmlessly wide onto Statham, who gives it back to Samir Carruthers. Looks to skip away from a Bath challenge before it's picked off, and Bath have now got another counter-attack on. Scott Wilson in down the left-hand side. Essam and Statham jogging across, but he's going to get an opportunity to pick his cross here. In the end, he's going to drag it for Smith on the edge of the area. He got his ball across just slightly wrong, and it was in front of Smith, who will eventually pick it up now on the right-hand side. Cross fired in by the number 8. It's spilled by Archie Mayer, and it went straight to Callum Ebanks, who had a free header. Radari does well enough, and it will come for Luke Allen, who shifts away from Scott Wilson before finding Max Statham. That's a poor ball from Statham, which is comfortably picked off by James Morton. Luke Allen looks to get a challenge in, but it will come for Morton once more, who swings the ball into Wilson on the left-hand side. Running at Max Statham, he's got Greenslade overlapping. He'll use the number 3. Here is Greenslade, crosses deep. It will find Tom Smith, who can shoot. Great block, I think, Tom Bonner. Good as a goal, that. Long by Mayer. Alex Wall the target. Backs into his man. Bounces beyond him for Fonku. Greenslade will launch clear. Adaudu will bring it down. Finds Carruthers. He's got Adaudu bounding to his left. Was closed upon, and it'll go back to Jordan Winter. Looks to play it for Sam Adaudu. It won't reach him, and Joe Rains will bring it forward for Bath again. Good ball into the channel for Scott Wilson, who's in down the right-hand side now. Scott Wilson one-on-one with Archie Mayer. Brilliant challenge that is, Tom Bonner. A brilliant recovery tackle from the Dartford skipper. Packed penalty area. In it comes from Adaudu. Headed away by Lyons. Adaudu will be able to bring it down and send it back in. Carruthers sends the ball back into the area. It's looping and easily claimed by Josh Gould, and that'll be that. A pretty average game of football, really, with neither side deserving of all 3 points. Chances came few and far between.